If your heart has ever clenched with the fear of rejection, or if insecurity about how the relatives of the one you love view you has kept you awake at night, know that the days of this distress are numbered. Often, you have felt like a stranger, observing from the outside, wishing to belong and be welcomed with warmth and truth. This pain of not feeling like part of the mob, of fearing that outside influences might push your partner away from you, has been heard in the highest heavens. The angels have collected every hidden tear you shed, thinking you would never be good enough in the eyes of others. But today, the winds are changing direction in your favor. A profound and silent transformation is happening right now in the hearts and minds of those people you so desire to accept you. The message that the celestial messengers bring to your day is of a stunning turnaround. The title that brought you here carries a prophetic truth. This person's family is already starting to see you with different eyes. Where once there was doubt, coldness, or distance, the angels are planting seeds of admiration and respect. Their vision is being transmuted. They no longer see you as someone passing through, but are beginning to feel your energy as something essential, like a pillar of light that brings peace and balance to the life of the one they love. The universe conspires for you to occupy your place of honor, not just beside your love, but within the circle of those who surround him. Dear soul, if you are here listening to these words, understand that there is no chance, only a scheduled meeting with your destiny. You were guided to this safe harbor because your prayer for harmony and union was answered. The beings of light are working behind the scenes, dissolving ties, prejudices, and misunderstandings that blocked your path to full happiness. They are murmuring sweet truths about your character into the spiritual ears of his family members, preparing the ground for a warm reception you never imagined was possible. Before we unveil the details of how this change will present itself in your reality, I invite you to be part of this family of light. By subscribing to this channel, you are not just following content, but activating a shield of protection over your relationship. Your subscription is an act of faith that tells the universe you are open to receiving daily guidance and continuous blessings. Subscribe now and allow celestial wisdom to guide your steps towards the union you deserve. Leave your like as well, for it functions as a wordless prayer. By clicking like, you emit a powerful vibration of agreement, affirming that you are ready and receptive to be loved and accepted by everyone. Your like is the key that turns the lock, allowing the energy of love to circulate freely between you and your partner's family. Do not keep this hope only to yourself. The law of return teaches us that everything we offer to the world comes back multiplied to us. Share this message with someone who also needs to believe in the restoration of effective bonds. By sowing hope in another person's life, you harvest miracles in your own history. To firm up this decree of acceptance and harmony, I ask that you go to the comments right now and write the following power phrase: I am received with love and am part of the greater plan. By writing these words, you materialize your intention and give permission to the angels to accelerate this process of union. Breathe deep, calm your anxiety, and open your senses. What we are going to share next are the clear signs that this shift in perception is already real in the spiritual plane and is about to come to fruition before your physical eyes. Prepare yourself, for you are about to discover how you became the answer to his family's prayers, even without knowing it. Dear soul, I feel the vibration of your heart at this exact moment, and I know it was not by chance that your eyes found this message. For the angels guided your steps here to bring comfort and confirmation to your restless spirit. I know there are nights when doubt tries to make a home in your thoughts, and you question yourself if everything you feel is real or just fruit of your fertile imagination. But I come to tell you with all the certainty of the heavens that what you feel is the echo of a greater truth. There is an invisible connection that unites you two, something that defies human logic and time. And this link is like a deep root that grows beneath the earth, intertwining even when on the surface, the trees seem distant from one another. This is the great metaphor of your union, for although physical eyes may see separation, in the spiritual plane, your roots are dancing together in an eternal and unbreakable embrace. You have asked yourself repeatedly if he thinks of me, and this question resonates in the universe as an emotional cry for help, and the celestial answer arrives now as a gentle balm. Yes, he thinks of you, and they are not common or fleeting thoughts. but waves of longing that hit him in the most unexpected moments of the day. You know when you feel a sudden warmth in your chest, or a sudden joy without apparent reason right after waking up, or in the middle of the afternoon. Know, dear soul, that this is loving synchronicity in action, for it is exactly in these instants that his energy is focused intensely on your image and the sound of your voice. It is a telepathic connection so strong that it breaks the barriers of physical space and touches your aura, making you feel his presence as if he were by your side, breathing the same air. The angelic signs are everywhere, and you need to be attentive to perceive them with an open heart. Perhaps you have woken up inexplicably at 3 or 4 in the morning, feeling a welcoming presence in the room, or have heard a song play on the radio that brings specific memories of conversations or desires you shared. None of this is coincidence, for it is the message of the universe confirming that the tie remains alive and pulsing. On the other side, he also lives these moments, and often catches himself staring at nothing with a smile on his face, or a deep sigh. And it is in this state that family and close friends begin to notice something different. The people around him already perceive that his heart is spoken for, even if he doesn't say a single word, for the energy he emanates when he thinks of you is transformative and visible. This person's family observes the subtle changes in his behavior, a different sparkle in his eye, or a serenity that didn't exist before. And deep down, they already know that there is someone special occupying his thoughts in a definitive way. They are starting to see you not just as someone from the past or a distant possibility, but as a fundamental piece for his happiness, like a destiny that cannot be avoided. It is as if your energy were so luminous that it reaches him and lights up the house where he is, making everyone perceive that he is not spiritually alone. You are the constant presence in his mind, the muse that inspires his days. And this frequency of love is so high that it spreads to the environment around him, making the relatives intuit your importance, even before knowing all the details. Understand, dear soul, that physical silence does not mean forgetfulness, for in the spiritual world, the noise of longing is deafening. When you feel a shiver run down your spine, or when the smell of a familiar perfume arises from nowhere, know that it is his soul visiting yours, seeking refuge and peace in your ethereal embrace. Have the conviction that this distance is merely an illusion of the senses, for on the plane of truth, you are conversing all the time in dreams and in feelings. Trust in the wisdom of time and the protection of the angels who guard this sacred tie, for everything is being prepared behind the scenes so that love triumphs. You are loved, protected, and have never been forgotten, and every sign you receive is a love letter sent by the winds of destiny to calm your heart and reaffirm that this story is far from over. Dear soul, today the heavens open to bring clarity to your restless heart. Often, in your search for true love, you may face overwhelming feelings, emotions that seem to take over your entire being. It is natural that, faced with such intensity, you question if this person is indeed the one written in the stars to walk by your side. The angels ask that you have calm and wisdom in this instant, for it is necessary to discern the nature of the ties that unite you to someone. This person's family is already seeing you as a safe harbor, as a light that was missing in the life of the one you love. They perceive the change, the serenity, and the brightness you brought. However, so that you can receive this blessing with total fullness, it is fundamental to understand the difference between spiritual connections. Not every intense meeting is a sign of eternal permanence, and knowing how to distinguish this will prevent you from giving your precious heart to someone who came only to teach you, and not to stay. Imagine, dear soul, that spiritual connections are like different types of waters in a vast ocean. There are the rough waves, which arrive with force, churn the sand, and cause great impact. These represent relational karmas. The attraction is magnetic, almost irresistible, but often brings with it turbulence and painful lessons. You might confuse this storm with passion, but the purpose here is learning, the breaking of old patterns, and the strengthening of your spirit. When the lesson is learned, the waters calm down, and often, the tie comes undone so that both can move forward wiser. There are also the gentle waters of a serene lake. These are the companion souls. The interaction is easy, light, and there is a genuine mutual affection. They are people who cross your path to offer support, friendship, and a tranquil partnership. There may be love, But perhaps that transformative flame that propels your evolution to new levels is missing. It is a connection of comfort, where you feel safe, but where the fire of spiritual transformation does not burn with such strength. On the other hand, there is the deep and crystalline meeting, where the waters reflect the sky with perfection. Here we enter the sacred terrain of soulmate versus twin flame. Recognizing a soulmate is feeling an immediate familiarity, as if you had returned home after a long trip. Everything streams smoothly, the pieces fit, and there is a harmony that facilitates the growth of both, without the need for constant pain. It is a love that builds, that edifies, and that brings peace. It is likely that this person's family is seeing you exactly like this, as the soulmate who brought balance and genuine happiness. As for the twin flame connection signs, it is even deeper and more complex. It is like the meeting of two oceans. It is the perfect mirror of your own essence. This person reflects not only your light, but also your shadows, forcing you to grow and evolve in an accelerated manner. It is a spiritual connection of elevated purpose, destined to awaken your maximum potential. If you were living this, you would know by the intensity of the internal transformation occurring within you. The angels guide you to observe not only how you feel, but how life around you blossoms. When the connection is blessed and destined to be lasting, it brings expansion. The family, friends, and the world around perceive that together you are stronger. If this person's relatives already look at you with admiration, it is because they feel the vibration of healing that you emanate. They see in you the ideal partner, the one sent by the heavens to care and be cared for. Do not be in a rush to label, but be observant. Allow celestial wisdom to guide your intuition. If the relationship brings you more peace than anguish, if it makes you grow without destroying you, if it makes you feel loved for who you are on the right path. Believe that the universe does not get addresses wrong, and that every meeting has its sacred purpose. You are a precious jewel, and whoever is by your side must know how to value your unique shine. Be open to receiving the recognition you deserve. The perception of this person's family is merely a reflection of what the spiritual plan already knows. You are a woman of inestimable value, ready to live a love that overflows and fills. May your vision clear, and may your heart know how to distinguish who came to be passing rain from who came to be the constant sun in your days. To firm this wisdom in your being and attract clarity about your relationship, leave your comment below with the following affirmation. I have wisdom to recognize true love, blessed by the angels. Dear soul, I feel the restlessness in your chest, this mixture of hope and doubt that sometimes keeps you awake at night. The angels ask that I deliver this message to you with all the maternal love the sky can offer. Breathe deep and feel peace invade your being. For what I am going to tell you now will change the way you view the days to come. The universe never ceases to communicate with you. Before something grand happens in palpable reality, the energy shifts, the winds change direction, and clear signs begin to arise, indicating that the reunion is much closer than your eyes can see. Have you noticed certain coincidences that seem to have no logical explanation? Know, dear soul, that there are no chances when true love is involved. The sky is orchestrating every detail to bring this person back to your arms. There is intense celestial movement happening right now, preparing the ground for him or her to return. One of the strongest signs the angels unveil is the sudden sensation of peace in moments where before there was anguish. If suddenly, in the middle of the day, you feel an inexplicable certainty that everything will be all right, receive this as a letter from the angels. It is the confirmation that this person's soul is aligning again to yours. Another powerful sign involves numerical repetition. Perhaps you look at the clock and see 11 hours and 11 minutes, or notice number plates and receipts with sequences like 2, 2, 2, or 4, 4, 4. Understand that these numbers written in the stars are activation codes. They indicate that the portals are open and that the energy of return is streaming in your direction. The universe is shouting that the cycle of separation is closing. Furthermore, it is very common to hear this person's name in unexpected places, or hear that song that marked your history touching the radio exactly when you were thinking of him or her. The angels also show that this person's family plays a fundamental spiritual role at this moment. The title of this message was not chosen without reason. This person's family is already seeing you as a pillar of light, Even if there is no physical contact or direct conversations with his or her relatives at this instant, in the spiritual plane, this person's family egregore recognizes you as the destined partner. The soul of this person's mom, dad, or ancestors is sending energetic approval for your union. You are seen spiritually as the daughter-in-law, the wife, the partner who brings balance. This acceptance in the subtle planes removes blocks that previously prevented the return. It is as if the doors of his or her house were being unlocked for you to enter again, not just as a visitor, but as someone who belongs to that place. Imagine, dear soul, a garden that has gone through a harsh winter. Before the first flower blossoms, the earth changes scent, the air becomes milder, and the birds begin to sing. It is exactly at this point that you find yourself. The winter of longing is giving way to the spring of reunion. The signs of return are like the first rays of sun on the horizon. The sun has not yet appeared completely, but the brightness already announces that the night has ended. This person is also receiving these signs. Wherever he or she may be, he or she begins to feel an irresistible magnetic attraction. Thoughts about you invade this person's mind in the most random moments. He or she might feel your perfume in the air, even being kilometers away. This causes initial confusion, but soon transforms into a deep longing and an urgent need to look for you. Pride is being broken by the force of destiny. Know, dear soul, that dreaming of this person in a vivid and real way is another concrete indication. In dreams, the barriers of the ego do not exist, and souls meet freely to arrange the return in the physical world. If you woke up feeling that you were with him or her, have the certainty that the spiritual meeting really happened. Your intuition is the most precise compass you possess. If your heart says he will come back, it is because that is the truth written in the book of your life. Do not allow anxiety to hinder this process. Fear creates resistance, but trust accelerates miracles. When you let go of control and trust that the angels are taking care of everything, the path opens. The loved one is being guided back to you like a boat returning to a safe harbor after a long storm. You are this harbor. You are the destination. The spiritual and earthly family of this person already misses you and feels your importance, creating a vacuum that can only be filled by your presence. Prepare yourself, for the silence will be broken. Messages will arrive, calls will happen, and the reunion will be sealed. Everything you planted with love and patience is about to be harvested. The universe does not fail, and the signs are there to tell you. Maintain faith, for the wait is in its final moments. Feel yourself worthy of this love, for it is yours by sacred right. Dear soul, close your eyes for a brief moment and feel the gentle breeze touching your face now. It brings news of a tomorrow that is being woven with threads of gold and hope by the winged beings who watch over you. Today, the heavens open to hand you a sweet and comforting vision about your future in love. There is a silent movement happening behind the scenes of your life, something involving not just the heart of the one you love or will come to love, but also the sacred circle that surrounds this person. The message the angels bring is about a deep sense of belonging and acceptance. The angelic vision that presents itself at this moment unveils that the family of the person who holds the keys to your destiny, or of the one who will yet arrive in your life, already begins to perceive your energy in a different and very special way. They do not see you merely as a temporary or passing companion. Their spiritual perception, guided by celestial light, already identifies in you the figure of a matriarch, of a devoted wife, of someone who brings balance and peace to the home. It is as if, in the ethereal plane, a chair of honor was pulled out for you to sit at during all the Sunday lunches, at all the celebrations and parties. You are already part of the family painting even before the paint dries on the canvas of reality. This romantic forecast is not an empty promise, but a scintillating possibility that gains strength with your emotional alignment. Your heart, so kind and full of light, emits a frequency that calms even the souls you do not yet know personally in these days. It is your loving destiny being traced with the firmness of one who builds a house on solid rock. Imagine, dear soul, that you are like a soft, golden light entering a dark room. This person's family feels that, with your arrival, everything becomes clearer, more harmonious, and immensely happier. They already comment, even if in secret or in intuitive thoughts, that you have the bearing and sweetness of someone who came to stay for all eternity. The angels show me that you are being seen as a pillar, This is the word that resonates forcefully here. A pillar of emotional and spiritual support. You know when a mom looks at her son's choice and feels a deep peace invade her chest? That is exactly what is being prepared for your future relationship. There will be no disputes for attention, for the higher plan has already taken care that your place of affection was established in advance. The metaphor the beings of light hand me now is that of an ancient garden that waited anxiously for a specific gardener to bloom again in its fullness. You are this gardener. This person's family is the soil that, although fertile, needed your touch, your living water, and your care to unveil the most vibrant colors and the sweetest scents. By keeping your vibration high and your heart pure, you solidify this vision with each passing day. The universe does not get addresses wrong, and never confuses destinations. If you have asked in prayer for a love that comes with the complete package, with acceptance and affection from all sides, know that this is very close to coming to fruition. Your walk to this point prepared you to be this wise presence that brings together, unites, and blesses wherever you go. You will not be seen as one who steals the attention of the one they love, but as one who multiplies the existing love. Think, dear soul, about how marvelous it is to know that the sky works tirelessly to prepare the ground where your feet will tread. No excessive effort is necessary to please or convince, for your natural essence is already doing all the subtle work. Your soul shines so much that it lights the road so they can find you and recognize you as an essential and irreplaceable part of the clan. Accept this truth as an early gift from the heavens for your life. Now, I invite you to do a small and sincere internal reflection. Ask your heart, am I truly open to receive not just romantic love, but an entire family that will love me and welcome me as if I were of the same blood? Do I feel worthy of sitting at this bountiful table and being received without restrictions or judgments? Your honest answer to the universe is the seal that confirms this destiny. Dear soul, I feel that your heart has been tirelessly searching for answers, longing for a light to dissipate the mists of doubt hanging over your feelings and the future of this relationship. Today, the heavens open to deliver you a truth that was hidden, but now makes itself necessary so you can walk with a firm step and the certainty of one guided by greater forces. The title of this message brings a very strong and specific revelation, something the angels show me with crystal clarity. This person's family is already seeing you as a definitive member, as someone who is not just passing through, but who carries the energy of permanence and union. Know, dear soul, that the conversations behind the scenes, those you do not hear, unveil much more than the words spoken directly to you. In his intimate circle, your name has been mentioned with a respect and consideration that transcend simple dating or casual interest. There is growing admiration coming from relatives and people who are important to him. They observe the change in his behavior, note that he is more serene, more focused, and above all, happier, since your energy crossed his path. His family has already realized that you are the bearer of the peace he needed so much, and for this reason, in their hearts, you already occupy the place of life partner. The celestial messengers ask you to calm your anxiety regarding his intentions. I know that the fear of giving yourself and not being reciprocated in the same measure is a shadow that tries to frighten your hope, but the spiritual view of this situation shows that his intentions are maturing rapidly. What perhaps began with uncertainties or slow steps now gains the solidity of a real commitment. He may not have verbalized everything he feels yet, as men often process emotions at a different rhythm, but the feeling growing in his chest is genuine. It is not a passing interest. It is not an adventure to fill time. It is the construction of a tie that has deep roots. You asked for clarity and love, and the answer arrives now to protect your heart from mistaken assumptions. Often, we create fantasies of rejection based on past traumas, projecting old fears onto new situations. The angels come to cut these illusions. They place before your eyes the naked truth. He cares, and he cares a lot. His silence in certain moments is not an absence of love, but rather the internal process of organizing his life to be able to offer you the best. He knows you are a woman of inestimable value, and fears not being up to the task, or failing you. It is important that you understand that the approval and positive view of his family work as a mirror of the intentions he keeps inside. If he did not have serious plans with you, he would never allow the image of you two to fix itself so strongly amongst his loved ones. The fact that they already see you as part of the clan is the greatest material proof that he projects a future by your side. He is signaling, through inclusion in his world, that he wishes for you to remain. Dear soul, breathe deep and feel this protection envelop your being. You are not walking towards an abyss or disappointment. The signs of real love are everywhere. You just need to adjust your gaze to perceive the gestures of care, the concern for your well-being, and the pride he feels in having you nearby. His true feelings are solidifying like firm rock. Do not allow impatience to steal the beauty of this moment of blossoming. Everything is occurring in the heavens' right timing. The confirmation you awaited will not come only in grandiose words, but in the constancy of his presence and the way the universe conspires to unite the families and lives of you both. Keep in mind that you are deserving of this love, and that your intuition, that gentle voice saying he is the right person, is not failing. It is aligned with the vision of the angels. Be attentive and receptive, for in the coming days you will notice this integration even more. Invitations. Affectionate comments coming from his relatives, or even confidences he will share about how much his family likes you. All these are the pieces of destiny fitting together to form the picture of happiness reserved for your life. Maintain faith, for the spiritual reality is one of union and recognition of your value. You are seen, you are loved, and above all, you are chosen. Dear soul, I know silence can seem scary at times. You look at the horizon and often have the impression that nothing is changing, that the pieces on the board remain static, and the love you dream of so much seems distant. But I come today to calm your heart and bring a truth hidden from human eyes. There is intense and powerful movement happening behind the scenes of the universe. The set is being assembled with meticulous care, and what seems to be a pause is, in truth, the moment of greatest spiritual construction of your life. Dear soul, understand that a romantic miracle does not happen suddenly, only on the physical plane. It is woven first in the higher spheres, where time does not exist in the same way we know. The angels are working tirelessly right now, connecting coincidences, aligning paths, and preparing hearts. And the most surprising revelation I bring you today is about the family of the person destined to cross your path. In the spiritual plane, these souls already recognize your light. This person's family is already seeing you as a true miracle, as the answer to the prayers they made for the happiness of the one they love. Maybe you have never stopped to think about this, dear soul, but just as you ask the heavens for a loyal and true love, there are people on the other side praying for someone exactly like you to enter the life of their son, brother, or relative. They ask for someone with your kindness, with your integrity, and with your capacity to love. Even if they don't know your name yet, or haven't seen your face, their souls already celebrate your existence. On the energetic level, you are already awaited, already cherished, and already part of this circle of affection being prepared to receive you. One needs to have a sustained faith to believe in what cannot yet be touched. I ask that you keep your confidence unshakable, for what is being orchestrated is much greater than any expectation you have created. Do not confuse calm with absence of progress. The seed, when under the earth, seems motionless, but it is there, in the dark and silence, that it gathers the necessary strength to break the soil and seek the light. Your romance is in this stage of deep and sacred germination. The angels are removing invisible obstacles, healing old wounds in this other person's heart, and ensuring that, when the meeting happens, both are ready to live the fullness of this love. Dear soul, the patience asked of you now is not a passive or anguish-filled wait. It is an active patience, full of certainty. It is the act of tidying up the internal house, knowing that the illustrious visitor is already on the way. It is smiling at the mirror, knowing you are the bearer of a love that will transform not only a partner's life, but the dynamic of an entire family that will welcome you as a blessing. You are being seen, in the spiritual world, as the missing piece to complete the harmony of that home. They feel your vibration approaching and, unconsciously, already prepare a place at the table for you. The climax of this revelation is that you do not need to force any door. The key has already been turned by the celestial messengers. The romantic miracle is underway and irreversible. Everything that has happened in your life until now, all the pains and all the lessons, serve to polish you and transform you into this rare jewel that this family so awaits. Believe that you are the gift the heavens sent to them, just as they will be the safe harbor the heavens sent to you. Do not allow anxiety to steal the beauty of this preparation process. Breathe deep and feel the security of one who knows the best is yet to come. Know that the angels are murmuring your name in this person's dreams, creating a familiarity and a longing for someone they will yet meet. The connection already exists in the ethereal plane. The red thread of destiny never breaks. It only stretches and contracts until the perfect moment of the meeting. You are protected, guided, and immensely loved. Keep your heart open and receptive, for at any moment the veil of the invisible will lift, and you will see with your own eyes what today you only feel with your soul. To seal this truth in your heart and give permission for this miracle to materialize in matter, I invite you to make a powerful declaration to the universe. Say it with all the strength of your being, and write it in the comments to firm this commitment. I receive the love being prepared for me, and accept my place of honor in the life of the one who waits for me. Dear soul, pay close attention to the words that will be released now over your life, for they carry the weight of eternity and the sweetness of celestial providence. What you heard or intuited about this person's family seeing you differently is not fruit of imagination, nor a passing coincidence. It is a clear and resounding sign that the angels of union are already working inside hearts, preparing the ground for your triumphant arrival in the life of the one you love. When relatives and people close to this, someone begin to feel your presence, even from a distance, or when they feel an inexplicable liking for your name, this means the authority of the heavens has already established that you are part of that destiny. You are no longer a stranger. You are recognized spiritually as the fundamental piece that was missing to complete the harmony of that home. Raise your faith now, dear soul, for we are going to seal this reality with an irrevocable prophetic decree. I declare, with the strength of the celestial hosts, that this person's eyes are being opened at this exact moment to recognize the rare treasure you are. Just as the family already feels your light and benevolence, his or her heart will be flooded by an overwhelming certainty that there is no full happiness far from your presence. All emotional blindness, all fear of commitment, and all doubts of the past are being dissolved by the fire of true love descending from above. Nothing can stop what was written in the stars even before you were born. Resistance falls to the ground now, undone like mist before the midday sun. Visualize now the metaphor of a great golden gate that was closed for a long time, preventing access to the garden of loving realization. This gate represented blocks, third-party interference, and painful missed connections. But today, with the key of your faith and the permission of the archangels, this gate opens with a thunder of victory. You enter this garden not as a shy visitor, but as the legitimate owner, the one who holds the sacred right to dwell in the center of your partner's heart. This person's family is merely the sentry who perceived the arrival of the queen before the king awoke, but I prophesy that his awakening is immediate and urgent. The energy that circulates now around you is of rapid materialization. There will be no more unjustified delays in this walk. The entire universe conspires in your favor, because the order for union was given and signed in the spheres of light. Feel this truth vibrating in every cell of your blessed body. The family's acceptance is the harbinger of the solid alliance to come. They see you as the wife, the faithful companion, the bearer of peace, because their spirit recognizes your unique energetic signature. Where there was resistance, now deep acceptance sprouts. Where there was coldness, now lights a welcoming and permanent flame. I determine that in the next few days, physical signs will confirm this powerful decree. Conversations about you will arise at this family's table, bringing sincere praise and sudden longing. The name you carry will sound like the most beautiful music in their ears, and this will directly influence this person's decision to look for you, to claim you, and to establish an unbreakable commitment. The ties of pride are cut by the sword of truth. The chains of fear are broken by the strength of love. The road is clean, illuminated, and perfumed with the essence of celestial roses that never wither. Dear soul, receive this prophecy inside your spiritual womb. You will be sought with an urgency you have never seen before. The one who was distant will feel a hunger for your presence that nothing else in this world can sate. He will perceive that the approval he seeks so much has already been given by the sky itself and confirmed by the people he loves and respects. Everything aligns with mathematical perfection. Everything fits as it should. The gear of destiny turned and locked in the position of the perfect meeting. Believe that you are deserving. Feel loved. Feel chosen. For your position of honor beside this person is already guaranteed in the higher plane, and now descends to earth with full force to materialize. It is sealed. It is decreed. And so it shall be done under the attentive and protective gaze of the guardian angels. Dear soul, we have reached the peak of the spiritual delivery, where the deepest truths are unveiled to your heart. Feel the density and warmth of this message, for it is not just a set of words, but a master key capable of opening doors that seem stuck in your sentimental path. The angels show me a clear vision, a scene happening behind the scenes of the visible world, where energies intertwine even before facts materialize in matter. The theme I bring now touches on something sensitive and deeply rooted: acceptance, belonging, and the family of the person occupying your thoughts and prayers. Often, dear soul, we focus only on the connection between two hearts, forgetting that each being carries a lineage, a history, and a web of family relations. The sky unveils to me that, in the spiritual plane, the barriers are falling. There is a silent movement happening in the mind and spirit of this special person's relatives, even if in the physical world they have not demonstrated it, or even if geographical or emotional distances exist. The collective soul of that family has started to feel your vibration. They are picking up the purity of your intentions and the light you emanate. Imagine an old and dark house, which has spent harsh winters with the windows closed. You, dear soul, are like the first ray of spring sun touching the window pane. This person's family, on an unconscious level, feels this warming. They perceive that the presence of someone with your energy would bring healing, stability, and renewed joy to their son or relative's life. The angels of love are working intensely to dissolve prejudices, fears, or resistance that might exist. That fear parents feel that their child might suffer or choose wrongly is being replaced by a serene intuition that you are the right choice. In this sacred instant, I want you to visualize a bountiful table, a symbol of communion and union. Your place is set at this table. Spirituality is preparing the ground so that you are received not as a stranger, but as a fundamental piece missing in that family puzzle. The prayers that this person's mom, dad, or grandparents made, asking for protection and a good match for him, are being answered through you. You are the living answer to their pleas for happiness and peace in the life of the one they love. It is a beautiful responsibility, and at the same time, an immense honor. The metaphor that the celestial beings hand me for you today is that of the foundation. A building only stands if it has a solid and reliable base. This person's family is already seeing you, spiritually, as this safe foundation. They feel that by your side, this person becomes the best version of themselves. They perceive that you do not arrive to diminish or divide, but to add and multiply blessings. It is as if, looking at the future, they saw you as the safe harbor where their loved one can finally anchor and rest from the storms faced in the past. This vision is powerful and has the ability to accelerate the materialization of your desires. When the family and ancestry accept the union, the path opens without obstacles. His ancestors' blessings join your ancestors' blessings, creating an impenetrable shield of protection around the couple. Nothing can destroy what is blessed from all directions, from sky to earth, from past to future. Feel this acceptance energetically now. Breathe deep and receive the spiritual welcome of this lineage that is about to merge with yours. Here occurs an instant transformation in the relationship dynamic. Where there was doubt, now certainty is born. Where there was fear of rejection, now sprouts the desire for closeness. The angels are murmuring sweet words about you into the ears of family members. They might suddenly ask about you, or comment on how this person seems happier lately, associating this happiness with your beneficial influence. Be attentive to the signs, for they will be clear and come through comments, invitations, or abrupt changes in attitude, transforming coldness into warm welcoming. Dear soul, you need to understand the magnitude of what is occurring. It is not just about dating or passing romance. We are talking about building a legacy. You are being invited to enter this story to heal old patterns and inaugurate a new cycle of true love and loyalty. Your light is so intense that it dissolves the shadows hanging over that family. You are the miracle they waited for, even without knowing your name or face clearly yet. On the soul plane, they already know you and love you. The central message and the climax of this unveiling is that this person's family is already seeing you as a gift from the heavens. Yes, a gift sent directly by the Creator to care for, love, and elevate the life of the one they esteem so much. This perception changes everything. It opens the doors of the house and the doors of the heart. Prepare yourself, for unexpected invitations and surprising approaches are marked in your near destiny. Resistance gives way to gratitude for your existence. Now, dear soul, I need you to take possession of this absolute truth. Do not doubt your value nor the angel's capacity to harmonize all involved. To seal this prophecy and allow this energy of family acceptance to flood your reality, I invite you to leave a testimony of faith in the comments below. It is not just a comment, it is a prophetic act. Write with all the strength of your heart. I receive the blessings of union, and am the gift that brings light to this family. By writing, you sign beneath the celestial decree and authorize harmony to reign amongst all those you love. Share your story, your hope, or simply your affirmation of faith. Your word has creative power. Use it now and see the extraordinary happen. Dear soul, receive now this confirmation in the center of your chest. Everything unveiled here is not by chance. The heavens prepared this moment to hand you the key to acceptance you waited for so long. Those who previously looked with doubt, now look with admiration. The heart of this special person's family opens to you like a flower opens to the morning sun. Feel peace invade your thoughts, for the emotional battle is over. You no longer need to prove your value, for your inner light has already shone strong enough to dissipate any shadow of uncertainty. Dear soul, understand that the celestial plan for your life involves complete harmony, and this includes the people around your partner. They already feel your presence as something essential, like a blessing that arrived to add and bring joy. Fear has dissolved and given way to respect and sincere affection. I ask that you, dear soul, perform an act of faith now, to seal this prophecy, and allow this reality to come to fruition on the physical plane. Go down to the comments and write the following power phrase: I am the blessing this family waited for. By writing, you spiritually sign this decree of union and peace. Do not leave it for later, for the energy of this moment is unique and powerful. I also invite you to join our permanent prayer chain. Check if you are subscribed to the channel and tap the bell to receive notices. By leaving your like on this video, you tell the universe you accept and receive love in all its forms. Share this message with someone who also needs a breath of hope and comfort. Dear soul, may the protection of the archangels surround your life and your relationship. May no contrary word prosper against your happiness. May harmony reign in all future meetings, and may you feel, in every instant, truly at home. You are precious and deserving of all welcoming. Receive my fraternal embrace full of light. Grace is upon you today and always. So it is and so it shall be. Amen.